So we're just leaving Tenants Harbor. This is our last stop in Penobscot Bay, I believe. As soon as we round this corner, we're in the near the coast region. There's a lot of pods around here, so you gotta be extra careful.
The seas are super confused today. We're just getting bounced around like crazy. The swell is coming from like the port side, but like port side forward a little bit. And then we have wind waves coming like right on the beam, so broadside to on the starboard side, so they're opposite of each other almost exactly. And then every once in a while we're getting these like random like big swells coming from the southwest, which is dead on the nose, and we just get like tossed around. I lose all boat speed for a few minutes, and then I have to build it back up again. It's very annoying at the moment. It's just a weird day. The wind's a little fluky. Waves are a little weird. I don't know. I'm also just feeling super tired today, so that may be contributing to my overall blahness.
One of the best ways to fight seasickness is just to make sure that you're like eating pretty regularly. Small little things, usually like things that are like normally carbohydrates, like granola bars, crackers, that kind of stuff works really well. Andy's having a granola bar right now. I'm actually feeling pretty good, but this isn't my typical motion that makes me sick. Like we're not quite corkscrewing, which is usually what makes me ill. It's a little more erratic than that, and I think that's why I'm probably not having issues, but I think it's slightly better, but only because the wind is not out of like a third direction. We got swell and wind out of one direction, swell out of another, instead of swell, wind. So, I don't know. It still is uncomfortable today. Not a lot of fun today. Compared to yesterday, especially since yesterday was like flat seas, flat sails. We were just like cruising along. Today we're having to keep the engine on to keep our forward momentum because the swells that are hitting us on the nose are basically just slamming us. So we're losing basically all our forward momentum every time one hits. So we started the engine just to deal with that. And then now the wind's directly on our nose, which we knew was going to happen, but it happened a little earlier than we thought it was. It wasn't supposed to happen until around 1, and it's only 11:30 right now. We thought that we were going to be... we thought we were going to be around the corner before it happened, but obviously that has not happened. So we've only got, I think, maybe about 20 more minutes before we're around the corner, which means we can get sails back out and be probably a little bit more comfortable. We still have the Maine up, one reef in it. We're sustaining around 15 knots right now, but it's dead on the nose. So we're not getting anything from that, unfortunately.
Coming in.
Mm-hmm. There's our island too.
It's John's Island.
Yeah, we're in John's Bay, and that's John's Island. So I think we can just like claim wherever we want to be.
To say that I am happy to be anchors down would be probably the understatement of at least this month. That was one of the most uncomfortable sails we've had in a long time. It probably would have been better if we could have been able to shake out the reef and the main, but it was gusting like up to like 20 knots for most of that. So it would be like 7 to 10 just like putting along, and then out of nowhere we'd get a 20 knot gust, and then we'd be back to 7 to 10 and just like, and it was, I don't know, from both directions. So we are at Pemaquid. I think we're gonna take a little nap and then get ourselves some lunch because we're both starving and still, I think, a little queasy. So Fort William Henry was originally built in 1692 to defend the British from the French. Then Colony, Massachusetts, spent a third of its annual budget to build the structure. It was destroyed only 4 years later during the Siege of Pemaquid. So apparently the fort is closed today, which means we couldn't go inside. It's very cool. We really wanted to show you guys, but obviously not possible today. But we're gonna go walk down towards the beach, just get a little bit more land time under our feet because this morning was whoo. And I think Aiden really kind of
He deserves a walk.
deserves a walk. So we called the day early and headed back to the boat. We'll see you next time.